Hey folks, some of you guys like to dabble in AC. I'm not an AC guy myself, but I like, messing with them, playing with them, and seeing how things work and everything. This is a Jeep Liberty. This is an '06. Cause complaint is that, the AC is always hot. And he brought it to a place and somebody told him that the evaporator is leaking. So the evaporator is found behind the dashboard. So that's something that I don't do too much work for a dashboard. Too much work to do it as a side job. You don't know what to charge anymore. But anyway, the customer decided to do it himself. He removed the dashboard. He actually told me that he only took it halfway because you don't have to take the whole thing off, but drop the steering column halfway, go underneath, and take that box out right there. Okay. Once he took it out, he put it on the floor and he replaced the evaporator core and the heater core since it's there. Might as well, right? He put it all back together. You need a special tool to take those two lines off. A little O-ring in there with a little spring clip. You could buy those tools either at AutoZone or Amazon or something like that. It's pretty much just goes in the back and just pushes in on the line and separates the spring. It's like a spring that locks on the line. So the tool goes in between, opens it up, you're able to slide the line out. All right, so he did that and brought it over to me. So we are going to dabble with it and we're going to put some Freon in it. It takes R134A. Takes about 22 ounces in this system. All right, these are 12-ounce cans, so that's 24. So it's be a little less than a full can. So maybe 1 3/4, 1.75. All right, so you have to do it by feel. That's the way I'm going to do it. Because, I don't have a little scale to check it. Don't have a machine to tell you exactly what it is. Like I said, DIY stuff. Just don't want to put too much. All right. I always like taking all the air conditioning, the AC Freon out of a system and then trying to put roughly the same amount. I'm not a person to just add Freon to a system. Okay. Because if you have a leak, the Freon left the system. What replaced it was air. So now if you just keep putting Freon in it, all you're doing is just compressing the air and the air is in there. And air does not give you cold air. You can't make air any colder than what it is. All right, so you need Freon and no air. Okay, so I got the little gauges here hooked up. You got the high side, you got the low side. Right, this is the bigger port. That's a smaller port. Vice versa. I forgot which one it is already. Got some gauges over here. All right, what I do is I have a little vacuum pump over here that I bought from Harbor Freight. Works off of a compressor. What it does is it creates a vacuum. You open up these two ports over here, right? Create a vacuum, and you're going to suck it in. So these gauges are normally at the 0 mark. They come out of the box. Okay, you create a vacuum for about 20 minutes or half an hour if you want. So now it's in the negative zone. You see how it is? It's in the negative zone. This one's right here on that line. This was almost a little less than the half. All right. Then I close it up, locked it in place, shut off the vacuum pump, and I let it sit. Let it sit for a good 15, 20 minutes. Okay? And you want to make sure that those needles are not moving. If those needles move back to 0, that means you have a little leak somewhere. All right? Because right now, it's holding steady, and that is perfect. All right, that's what you want. You want it to hold in the negative zone. You don't want anything leaking. All right, so now we're going to disconnect this middle line here off the pump, and we'll hook up some refrigerant into it. It should take about maybe half a can, sometimes more, sometimes less. Then you have to start the car up because you need the compressor to spin in order for it to circulate the rest of it. All right. So right now, this is where we are. Going to hook up the can. I'm going to let it go in. All right. Let's do it. All right, as you can see, the compressor is starting to turn. When you start to put it in, it starts to suck it in. You only suck it in once it starts to spin. All right, it goes just enough for you to set off all the little sensors and the pressure sensors. And we are working. All right, we're gonna do this until we put the can and a half, can and 3/4 in. All right, that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna keep turning on, clicking on, and off. Let's continue. All right, so we're off to the second can. You notice that once the Freon is in, the AC compressor is constantly on now. All right. We'll do it by feel now. Get the other can filled up. Alright, so this is the readings I got right now. It's 85 degrees out, 40% humidity. There's a lot of charts that you can look it up and compare and see what it's supposed to be at this temperature. But I'm also working outside. Just want to make sure that the fan is on high. It's only one fan. Sometimes cars have two AC, two fans, one for AC and one for regular cooling. I can hear it. I'm not sure if that's supposed to go higher, because on some cars the fan will be even higher. All right, so what we can do, we'll check the temperature with a gauge, and we'll see what it looks like inside. Give it a chance. Gotta get it out of the sun. I don't need the cab to be in the sun while I'm trying to take a temperature of it. All right, let's do that. All right, so here we are. After 15 minutes of running, we're about 48 on the low side, 220 on the high side. I think those are normal numbers for this humidity and for this temperature. I'm going to attach the chart right after this here, because it's about 85 degrees outside. Check out the chart. All right, took a union break for lunch. All right, this is where it is, people. Looks like 45 and 210. It should be pretty much good. Perfect. Let's go inside. Let's check what it says in the cab. Right in the center. Zoom it in. We got about 2,446. All right, it's pretty good. It's on high. It's on recirculating. That's all we're going to get today. At night, when the sun goes down, it should be a lot cooler. All right, that's it, folks. Don't forget, you got to put your Freon in on the low side only. Okay, store your Freon on the low side only. So for you guys that want to do it yourself, you can rent a lot of these tools. AutoZone, rent to the gauge, rent to the pump. You can get the electric one, so you don't need a compressor. That's it. All right, it's running. Fan is running. Everything's cool. That's it. Thanks for watching, folks. Jeep Liberty out. Oh, and I forgot. Look at this great shirt I got from GrumpyGI Gear. It's beautiful. What do you think? Go visit them. Go visit the website. They have great choices of shirts. This is one of my favorites. GrumpyGI. Go check them out.